Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shellcraft One and my old barn door, and I finally have my Holly Hobby kits completed, the long-awaited Holly Hobby kits. So we're just going to do a quick flip through and let you see what's in them. I will go ahead and tell you, I have 24 of them, and once they're all gone, my supply will be depleted. I have kind of given you guys everything that I have, so I'm super excited to show you what they are, and let me weigh it for you real quick. Okay, they are 1 pound and 1 ounce. So for international customers, if you'd like, I can take some of the pages out to make it less than a pound for you if you want to do that. So just send me a message and let me know. But like I say, there is a limited supply. So, and I know that they're going to go quickly because I have lots of ladies chomping at the bits to get them. So without further ado, let's just go in and take a peek. So they're going to come in this pretty envelope. This is how it will come in the mail. And then you will get a sweet little package tied in a bow. And if you open the bow, do I want to untie the bow? Yep, we're just going to untie the bow. It'll be, you know, it might be a different color bow or whatever, but it'll be tied up in a pretty little package. So this will be your kit. It's going to be a little folder, and we'll go through that in a minute. And then you're going to get a kit of vintage book pages. And I've already got this one wrapped up, so let me grab another one to go through that I don't have wrapped. Okay. So I'm just going to show you, these are my vintage book pages, and pretty much every page in here is vintage. There may be 1 or 2 new ones in here, but I wanted to give you enough to make, you know, a full journal. So there's about 50 pages of vintage book pages in here. So you're going to get some vintage hymnals. There's a couple of sheets of that. And then you're going to have some vintage children's stories. This is from the My Book House book. This is from a really, really old book. I can't remember the name of it, but it's an old children's book. Some encyclopedia type pages, because I love adding those into my journals. Some type of little children's music page. I shared some of my these are my coveted Childcraft book pages, so I shared some of those. These are pages that are great for collaging. They're a really, this is from an old reader, but it was a teacher's version of the reader, and so it's this part is the teacher's pages, and you have some of the reader in here too, I think. But I love using these in collages. You're going to get some vintage recipe pages. This is from one of my ring binders. Some more children's book pages, and I think these are from like a Bible story. And then these are super, super old. They were a children's book from the early 1900s. Love how aged they are. And then some children's dictionary pages. I love using these. You can cut the pictures out. You can cut the dictionaries or the definitions out. You're going to get some vintage floral ring binder pages. You're going to get a couple of those. And then this is a super sweet, sweet little children's book. And, you know, they're not all exactly the same, of course, but they're very, very similar to what you're seeing here. So, just so you know. So, some floral book pages. Some bigger of the recipe pages from a ring binder. This is from a Reminisce book. Super cute old pages. This is from a children's book, and so is this. Y'all know I love my vintage children's books, and I thought the Holly Hobby, you know, with the Holly Hobby theme, you needed children's book pages. So you get some of these floral book pages. These are some really old floral book pages from, I think, the 40s. There's some Dick and Jane, some Childcraft pages. And then these are some that I put in. Not all of them have these in here. And I will tell you this, there's more than 50 pages in these packs. I say 50 just as a general number, but I think every pack has a lot more stuffed in there. So you're going to get a couple pages of, this is a 1950s vintage dictionary, and I love the size of these pages, and I love the way they feel. These are perfect little dictionary pages. This is a vintage children's book page. This one was very vintage. And then, of course, some of my schematics. And I love, love, love this little children's book. It's so stinking cute. Here's one of those pages from that reader that I showed you earlier that was the teacher's edition. I think there's a couple of those there. Yeah, there's a couple of pages there. I love the vintage readers. You have from a different cookbook. This is from like a encyclopedia, or it's an encyclopedia type book. I sold a bunch of these on one of my live sales. They were the real pretty burgundy thick covered books that had the really pretty cover on it. This is from a vintage children's reader. I love, love, love children's readers. So some old pages from a sewing book. And then you have these that are some like quotes and things that are really cool. You have a couple of pages of these. I like to cut the quotes out and use them in my journals. And then this is from a very old book about the United States. It has the state birds and flowers, but I absolutely love how aged the pages are. And they have that really good matte feel to them. You're going to get a couple of pages, a couple of pages from a vintage Sears and Roebuck catalog, or Sears catalog. This is from, I think this is the 1963 version. And then this one is a super cool. These pages are really, really matte. They feel wonderful. And this is from a vintage children's book. Vintage sewing book. I love the colors in these, and I thought the sewing thing went really well with the Hobbie. Hobbie. Ooh, I can't talk today. These were from like little children's magazines from like the 30s. No, I take it back. 1982. But they look so old, don't they? I know I had some from the 30s. That's why I got confused. But these are super cute. I love these. And this is, a double page. So you can actually make this, a whole page in your journal. And then you'll get a page from my really colorful children's books that I love. These are from some old children's workbooks. I think all three of these are. Ooh, I don't like spiders. And then here are, excuse me, some really cool quotes. And I think there might be some verses in here, or some like poems, things like that. They're really cool. And these are this kind of has a texture to it, and they're a really, really cool matte creamy colored paper. And then you get some music. So that will be what is in your book page pack to make your journal with. And what I do is I take these packs, I'll take a whole pack and I'll just start folding them and making my signatures with them. And then I add in like lined papers or graph papers, or just plain copy papers. And then I add in some like scrapbook paper, like design papers. And so that is, having 50 pages in here, you have more than plenty of pages to make at least 2 signatures with. You could make 3 with it and make a really good size journal. So that's what will be in your book page pack. And then your little folder here, your little Hobbie folder, you will get this cute little folder, and on the front I have this little belly band, and so you're going to get a little piece of vintage wallpaper. This was Hobbie wallpaper that a sweet, sweet friend of mine sent to me, and it just has a wonderful feel. You can see on the back there's staining, and it shows its age. but it's got a really good toothy feel to it for you to do mixed media. Now, there are 5 of the kits that do not have the vintage wallpaper in them because I ran out. So they will get, let me show you. Some type of vintage wrapping paper. So this is a little sheet of the Hobbie, and it even has the name in it, vintage wrapping paper. So if you don't get the one with the wallpaper, you get the one with the wrapping paper. And let me get this slide in here. And some of the ribbons are this type of ribbon, and some are this type of ribbon. These are old vintage ribbons from like the 80s, you know, that cottony stiff type of ribbon. So you can actually use these folders in your journal. They can you can sew them in as a part of the signature, or I thought would be a cute idea is if you do a 2 signature book and you sew this little folder in the middle of your 2 signatures, you know, because you always have that gap in the middle of your 2 signatures. How cute would that be to keep memorabilia in and stuff? So you get that, and then on the back side you have another little belly band with some more of that vintage cotton fabric or ribbon, and inside you're each going to get a panel from this little Hobbie. It's a vintage sheet, and this one says, "For pie crust worth its weight in gold, keep your main ingredients cold." It just has some of the cutest little sayings and images on them, and this is the sheet that I used on my last 2 Holly Hobbie journals to make the cover. So I sewed these on to a background piece and made the cover with these. So you're each going to get one of these that you can make a cover with, or you can make it a page in your journal, however you want to do it. And then we'll go inside and see all of our wonderful, wonderful Holly Hobbie goodies. All right, so you have 4 pockets, and they are absolutely stuffed full. I had to stop myself because I kept putting way too much stuff in there. So you're going to get a cute little card like this. It says, "Thank you for the love you've shown." Sweet little girl with her kitty, and she looks like Holly Hobbie. Now, granted, I don't know that all the images are, you know, Holly Hobbie per se, but they are in that general theme of like the little prairie girl or the little, you know, gardening girl or whatever with the patchwork look. So, super cute little journaling card there. And there. And then I love the one with the little girl at her, what do they call those? I forget what they call them. And then you're going to get some little journal cards that I made from the wrapping paper. So I took some of the wrapping paper and I poured it into my Photoshop and made some cute little journaling cards. You're also going to get some of my scripture cards with the birds and the butterflies, because I just thought they went really cute with the Holly Hobbie theme, and I wanted to add some scripture in. So you're going to get some of that. This is it's a large size journal card. You can make this a journal card, or I would make this a pocket, is what I use them for. So super, super cute little Holly Hobbie journal card or pocket there. And then you're going to get a little bag. This is one of those little glassine bags that I have in my shop. They are, I think they're 2 by 4. 2 by 3.5. So they're 2 by 3.5, and they're stuffed with vintage tickets. So you get, I don't know if I can get these out. All right, he don't want to come out. So you're going to get one of these little tickets. Now, in all of these, you're going to get the same amount of items, but they may be different. So especially in your ticket bags, you might get different tickets in there, but you get the general idea. You're going to get some type of a cigarette coupon. I think that's what those are. Or yeah. And then you're going to get one of those ice coupons, and then a vintage claim check. So you'll get several tickets in that little pocket or bag. Glassine bag. And then you're going to get some kind of a random, I love throwing random stuff in because you can decorate this, you can do all kinds of things with this, or you can leave it plain and it still looks cute. And I mean, doesn't that look like Holly Hobbie? I tried to, you know, match it up as best I could. And then, of course, the envelopes that I did out of my my printables that I had, I think I showed you this in the last video that I did. I did the tags and the envelopes, and then I embossed them. So every envelope in each packet is embossed. So you get that. So that's all in the first pocket. That's a lot in that little pocket. So in the second pocket, I'm just going to pull everything out. No, we're just going to do it one at a time. And I'm going to try and keep them separated so I know what goes in what pocket. We'll see. You're going to get a cute little thinking of you little journal card. And then you're going to get some larger size journal cards. Isn't that pretty? And I tried to do like a mixture of colors so that you didn't have to go with a specific color or theme if you didn't want to. Super cute little journaling card there. Then you're going to get some large size tags from my my printables, my digitals. This is it's from the oops, so sorry, did not mean to knock you around. It's from the New Observer's Book of Wildflowers. This is from I think the 60s or 70s. Oh, it was reprinted in 1983. So you get these vintage little pages. These are wonderful to make tags with, or pockets, or do collage with. And they have the pretty floral images on them. So you get one of those. You get another one of my, and I wanted to specifically put some of these in here because to me they have that 70s vibe, which was the time frame of Holly Hobbie. So you get one of those. You're going to get some kind of little gift bag, or, you know, let's see. And they're not all the same size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is, I think this is a 5 by 7. 5 by 7, 7.5. So, and, you know, you may get one that's maybe a little bit smaller, but maybe not. So you get one of those, and it may be a different color. And then you're going to get one of these. This is called a postalette. And what people use, these were popular in the 70s. People would write their message here, and then you would fold them like this and put a little seal on it, and then you put your stamp there and your address there, and you can mail them just like that. So I thought these were super cute to add in with the little Holly Hobbie on there. And then you're each going to get a page from one of my coveted Holly Hobbie books. I broke down and cut one apart. It was very hard, but I did it. And so you'll get a page. And I was initially going to make an envelope out of this. That's why it's folded like this. But then I thought, you know what? I'm not going to do an envelope because they might want to use the page in a different capacity. So I left it to be optional for you to do what you want to with it. You can either make it an envelope and put it in your journal, or you can make it a page, or, you know, whatever you want to do with it. But you'll get a page from one of the Holly Hobbie books. All right, so that's what is in the top pocket. Let me see. You know what? I don't even know if I should try to put these back in here. Right? I'm not going to have. Okay, so in the bottom pocket on the right-hand side, you get a sweet, sweet little Holly Hobbie, several of the little Holly Hobbie journaling cards. And then this is a little bookmark. Super sweet little vintage bookmark that I found. So you get one of those, one of my scripture cards. And all of the cards, you know, will not be exactly the same, but you're going to get the same amount. Here's the tags that I did in the last video. So each kit gets one of the embossed quilted tags. And then each kit is going to get a little cutout of a vintage quilt. This is from a vintage quilt book. And so you get some type of a little cutout. These make wonderful, wonderful pockets. They're great for collage and clusters and things like that. And then you're going to get another one of these. This is actually Sarah Kay. It's not Holly Hobbie, but it looks the same to me. Or not this, you know, exactly the same, but it's along the same theme. So you can use this as a pocket or a journaling card, or however you want to use it. So you get one of those, and then you get another little, this is one of my seed pack or coin envelopes that I have in my shop. And so you're going to get several tickets in those. These are doubled. So you get 6, 12, 18, about 24 tickets in this little seed pack. And then in this top pocket, you're going to get another sweet little Holly Hobbie card. And then a larger size one. How stinking cute is she chasing her little butterflies. And another one of those vintage book pages. This is from a different book. It's not the Wildflowers book. It's the Observer's Book of Butterflies. And so I took some pages from here. I love how yellowed the pages are. I don't think I have a copyright on this one. Yeah, I don't think I have a copyright here. Oh, maybe I do. It was printed in Great Britain. Okay, this looks like 1973 is the latest copyright on this one. So, again, these make wonderful little tags. You can, I think I've made some tags with these before. I'm not sure, but I mean on video. I know I've made some tags with them, but I can't remember if I did a video on it. So anyway, you get one of those, and then another one of my little scripture cards. And then you're going to get 2 more of the large size tags from my digitals that are in my shop. And these are all different digitals. Some are the quilted background, some are the fabric collage, some are the collage page scans. So it's all different ones. And then in the top pocket, this again is another little postalette. So you write your message here and you fold it. I'm not going to fold it, but you kind of get the gist of it. So super cute little Holly Hobbie. I love the pattern in that. It just reminds me of Holly Hobbie so much. So get one of those. So that is what is coming in the Holly Hobbie kits. So when you see this video, you should be able to run over to the shop and grab one while you can, because like I say, they will go quickly. I've had a lot of ladies asking me, hey, will you save me a kit? And I wasn't able to save everybody a kit, just to be fair. So I thought I would do a release video on them instead, just to be fair to everybody, so that everybody has a chance to grab them while they're available. So any comments or questions that you have, you can leave in the comment box below. If you wouldn't mind to like the video and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and you can ring the little, or tap the little notification bell if you want to be notified of videos that I upload. So thank you all so much for watching. Again, if you have any comments or questions, you can leave them below, and I hope you get a kit, because these are super cute. Big hugs. Thanks for watching.